The upcoming budget will balance the operating deficit in 3 years by reducing wasteful government spending and doing more with less. So the fact is that federal spending has been growing over the course of the last decade by more than 7% year over year. We've been spending faster than our economy was growing. So we have to change that, and our government is changing that. As one example, we just completed a 60-day red tape review that identified nearly 500 new ways to streamline government services, cut duplication, and reduce costs. And when we saw that Canada Post was losing $10 million a day, Madam President, would you like to have $10 million a day? Imagine what you could do for the university with $10 million a day. Canada Post losing $10 million a day. We made responsible choices. But the fact is, even with such efficiencies and with better management, we will have to do less of some of the things that we want to do so we can do more of what we must do to build a bigger and better Canada. Ce budget va protéger.
Okay, so notice the Barnum statement at the end about you're going to have to get less so we can do more of what? Did he tell you? No? This is really bad. This is scary. It's scarier than the T-Man. Well, it's about the same. It's about the same happening to both of us. It seems like people in the United States and Canada are easily manipulated politically. Whereas I think people in like Europe are a little less like they gotta work a little harder to manipulate them. But what appears to be happening here is Canada has been manipulated into thinking they elected a liberal government, which is considered to be like socialistic and more government benefits and stuff like that. And if you like that kind of stuff, you probably would have been better off with the conservative government because they wouldn't be able to sell this kind of stuff. Because he just said, we're cutting stuff, we ain't cutting your taxes, and you're just going to have to deal with less. And why? Well, I'll tell you why. Because Canada owes a lot of money to the banks. And who did this guy work for? The banks. So it's pretty obvious to me. Like, I saw it all kind of coming when he was the guy running, and I'm like, oh no, because my friend, he lives in like Ontario, and he was like, oh yeah, Pierre Poilievre is gonna win and stuff. He wasn't gonna vote for him, but he just said, yeah, that guy's gonna win because everybody's like tired of Trudeau and all that. And I said, nope. And he's like, what do you mean? And I said, they wouldn't run the Bank of England, former, head of Bank of England in your country unless it was a done deal. And sure enough, I didn't know how it would happen, but we found out, right? Because our lovely orange man, who's not so orange anymore, decided to claim that we were going to annex Canada to the point that it made people that I know in my country kind of disturbed. Like, even Trump voters. They were like, what? We're not taking over Canada? Like, what is this? Like, huh? And then, of course, they got all elbows up and all that BS, And that's how you ended up with that guy. And so, yeah, you can thank the T-Man if you don't like this guy. I think they're all working together. It was just so obvious. Once I heard that, like, we're going to annex Canada, I'm like, excuse me? Like, no one in America, like 10 people in the U.S., I mean, what? Like, we get so many problems. Like, why would we want to, like, take over Canada? Like, we want to be friends with Canada. We want to work with them. We want to, like, do resource deals, Sure, but we don't want to take over Canada. Like, that was never. But he kept saying it, and he kept saying it, and so people in Canada had like a mass psychosis where they actually believed that Americans wanted to come up with like guns and take over Canada or something, or like we we love Canada, but we're not, you know, it just didn't. I mean, it was so obvious to me. And now you've got this guy who is preaching austerity, almost at Greek levels of 2011. Anybody who studied that, that was a fascinating time because that's when I was like trading the markets and stuff, and I actually did pretty good because I bet against everything going well because everybody's saying it was. Yeah, I don't know. I just bet that stuff was going to get crappy and all that, and it did. And then I lost some, but I won a lot too. So, yeah, it's kind of an adrenaline rush, really. But I haven't done it since because it felt like just gambling addiction. But anyway, um, you know, this is what this guy's saying to Canadians is like, you're going to pay the same amount of taxes, and you're going to get the same or actually less than what you're paying for. That's called austerity, and it's not good for people, and it's usually just a huge ripoff on the people. So that's what I got.